Come inside, bar the door, and let the cold stay out. You're safe here now. There is nothing left to do tonight, nothing to solve, nowhere you need to be. So settle down into the warmth of your bed, let your shoulders grow heavy, and let your breathing slow. Tonight I would like to take you to a small and wonderful place, an old bookshop in an old city on a rainy winter's night long ago, after the doors have been locked and the last customer has gone home. When the shop belongs to no one but the books and the shadows and the soft impatient quiet. You need only lie still and listen. Let the quiet carry you. The bookshop stands on a narrow cobbled street, tucked between an old bakery and a clockmaker's, in a part of the city where the buildings lean together like old friends sharing a secret. It is a tall and narrow shop with a bowed front window of small glass panes and a hand-painted sign above the door, faded now with age, that reads simply, Books. It has stood here for a very long time, and it is exactly the sort of place you might walk past 100 times without noticing. And then, on the 101st, step into and never quite want to leave. It is late now, well past closing, and the rain is falling softly on the cobbles outside and running in little streams down the bowed glass of the window. The gas lamps out in the street throw a soft and wavering light through the rain, and it falls dimly through the window and into the shop, silvering the nearest shelves and losing itself in the deeper dark beyond. The shopkeeper, an elderly man named Mr. Wick, has locked the front door and turned the sign to closed, and now he moves slowly through his shop by the light of a single candle, making his gentle rounds before he goes up to bed. For Mr. Wick lives above his shop, as booksellers often did in those days, in a small, snug set of rooms up a winding stair. He has kept this shop for the better part of his life, and he loves it as one loves an old friend. He knows every shelf and very nearly every book, and the shop knows him in return. It is a comfortable arrangement, the old man and the old shop, settling together into the quiet of the night, and neither of them is ever in any hurry at all. Let us follow him now, quietly, as he makes his rounds, and see this wonderful place by candlelight. The shop is not large, but it is deep, and it is packed from floor to ceiling with books. There are tall shelves reaching up into the shadows, so tall that a sliding ladder leans against them, ready to carry a searcher up to the highest volumes. There are books upon the shelves and books in neat stacks upon the floor, and books piled on every table and windowsill and chair. The air is thick and warm with the smell of them, that wonderful smell of old paper and leather and dust and ink, the quiet smell of 10,000 stories waiting patiently in the dark. Mr. Wick moves slowly down the first narrow aisle, his candle throwing a soft golden glow upon the spines of the books. Gold letters and faded cloth and worn old leather gleaming gently as he passes. He runs a fond hand along a shelf here and there and straightens a book that is lean and pushes another gently back into its place. He is not looking for anything in particular. He is simply saying goodnight to his shop, as he does every night, walking its quiet aisles, making sure that all is well, that every book is safe and in its place before he climbs the stair to his bed. Here in this first room are the storybooks and the novels, row upon row of them, tall tales and quiet ones, adventures and romances and mysteries, thousands upon thousands of stories, each one a whole world folded up and waiting between its covers. And there, through a low arched doorway, is a second room, smaller and even more crowded, where the older and rarer books are kept, great heavy volumes bound in leather, with marbled end papers and gilded edges, books of history and poetry and far-off places, some of them older than the shop itself. The candlelight barely reaches the tops of these shelves, and up there the books fade away into a soft and ancient darkness. There is a great deal of comfort in a room full of books at night. Each one is a small and quiet promise of a story to be read, of a world to be entered. of hours of gentle company waiting whenever you should want them. They ask nothing of you as they sit upon their shelves. They only wait, patient and content, gathering their quiet dust, keeping their thousand stories safe in the dark. And to walk among them by candlelight on a rainy winter's night, with all the busy world shut out beyond the door, is one of the most peaceful things in all the world. In the corner of the second room, there is a small fireplace, and in it, the fire has burned down now to a soft bed of glowing embers, casting a warm red light upon the hearth. And curled up before it, fast asleep, is the shop cat, a plump and contented tabby named Marlowe, who rules over the shop by night and sleeps upon its warmest shelves by day. Mr. Wick pauses to look at him fondly, and the cat opens one lazy eye and regards him for a moment, and closes it again and settles deeper into sleep. All is well. The shop is at peace. There is a worn leather armchair beside the little fireplace, its arms softened by years of use. And here Mr. Wick lowers himself down to sit for a while before bed, as he likes to do. He sets his candle on the small table at his elbow, beside a half-finished cup of tea long gone cold, and he takes up a book from the stack that always waits there and opens it to his place. Outside, the rain falls softly on the cobbles and taps gently at the window. Inside, the fire glows and the candle burns and the old man reads, and the whole shop is wrapped in a deep and gentle silence, broken only by the small sounds of the night, the turning of a pin, the settling of a coal, the soft breathing of the sleeping cat. Let us leave him there, content in his chair, and wander a little on our own through the quiet shop, the way one's thoughts wander on the edge of sleep. Here is the sliding ladder, leaning against the tall shelves. Here is the great oak counter at the front of the shop, with its brass till and its neat stacks of paper and string. Here is the bowed front window, with the rain running down the glass, and the soft gaslight glowing beyond it, and the dark and empty cobbled street shining wet in the lamplight. And here, all around, rising up into the shadows, are the books, thousands and thousands of them, silent and patient and warm, keeping their quiet watch over the sleeping shop. The night deepens and the city sleeps. The rain settles into a soft and steady fall. The fire burns lower, and the room grows dim and warm and drowsy. Mr. Wick's book sinks slowly into his lap, and his eyes grow heavy, and his head nods gently forward, and he dozes there in his old chair by the dying fire, with the candle burning low beside him, and the cat asleep at his feet. And the shop dozes with him, all its thousand stories resting quietly in the dark, waiting patiently for the morning, when the door will open and the light will pour in and the whole gentle round will begin again. But that is a long way off, for now there is only the night and the rain and the warm and drowsy dark and the deep, sweet silence of a room full of sleeping books. There is nothing more to do tonight, nothing more to read. Nowhere in all the world you need to be but here, wrapped in warmth and quiet, as safe and as content as the old bookseller dozing in his chair, with the fire glowing low and the rain whispering softly at the glass. So let your body grow heavy against the bed, as heavy and still as a closed and resting book. Let the soft sound of the rain and the gentle glow of the fire wash over all the small worries of your day, and let them settle and grow quiet and fade away into the dark, one by one, like the last words of a story read aloud as you drift off to sleep. There is nothing you need to hold on to. The shop is safe. The night has you. You are warm and held and at peace. The fire glows low. The candle burns down. The rain whispers on the glass, and the thousand books rest quietly in the dark. And the old shop holds you gently in its warm and patient silence. All is quiet now in the little bookshop after dark. All is quiet, and all is safe, and all is well. Sleep now. sleep well,